Hi guys, and a warm welcome to Lilian Munyoke Vlogs, yeah. And today, leo nataka tupige story wase, like for real nataka tupige story. So, as the topic ya vlog vile inasema manzi, I want to take you through my life, my story as a house help. Umeshtuka, like aje, like how, yeah. I was once a house help for like I would say 4 to 5 months, yeah. So allow me niwapeleke tu pole pole, and from this story nataka to learn. I want us to learn, like, despite being a house help, inasemekana watu iona nika bad job or something, or itaitaze, because there are people who mistreat house helps in real life, yeah. So for me, I felt like it was a learning what? What do we call it? A learning ground. Like, there are so many things that I came out with. Like, kuna vitu nililearn nikiwa kwa hiyo situation, and okay, there are hardships, yes, sikatai, by the way, it's never an easy job. So there is the hardship part and there is the learning bit. There is the positivity and the negativity, both combined. But trust me, both zinakufanyanga ukue a better person in one way or the other. I don't know if you've been there, I don't know how you take it, but for me, I took it as a learning. It was a learning curve, if I can use that word, for me. And yeah, it was a journey. So this is how it all started. So after my 4th form, yeah, you remember, after you're done with your KCSE, whatever it is, that, yeah, that certificate of secondary education, we are at home, and then you feel like, yeah, I should come out of this place, like I need to go, it's okay home. But that was my feeling, yes. But now sikuwa, I didn't read have where to go, sikuwa na place yenye ningeenda. So I remember this person comes and tells my mom, ati bochi wangu ametoka, like I don't have a boss right now, and then I would request you give me your daughter to go and take care of my babies for some time as I look for house help. So to my parents, it was not an easy decision. For them, they felt like, no, our kid can't do that. But I was being pushed, like I want to get out of home, like I'm done with my secondary education, and then I'm still at home. There are no plans, but when it just immediately, like, it was not more than like 2 months after I was done. So you are there, you feel like, I should not be here, I should be somewhere else. That times you are waiting to join college and everything, yeah. So for me, I didn't know what it is all about, by the way. I just felt like, it's just going, taking care of babies and everything. And then for me, I was so excited. But my dad had issues with it. Like, hakuwa anataka. He didn't want at all. But due to my, like, how, like, I wanted to go, and they couldn't stop me. So they decided, yes, go. So you can imagine the salary I was being paid, 2,500. For me, I was not even thinking about the money. It was so about going out of home, like going and doing something. It was not even about money. So it was away from home. It wasn't around home. So we had to travel, then come, then boom, I'm here. Now, nimefika. Reaching where I was supposed to work. For me, I just positive energy. Like, for me, I was used to working, by the way. When you rest in the countryside, there is nothing big for you. You can do anything. Job. Especially now, you bring me to a house, it has TV, it has everything, electricity and everything. For me, I'm used to using... And I think so for me, I feel like I'm even in a better place. When I reached where I saw TV, I saw everything, the kids were too, yeah. So for me, I felt like, yeah, I can do this job. That was before now getting to the real job. Now we have orientation. Ukifika kwa hao ya msee anaanza kukuonyesha what you're supposed to do. So it was about the kid. The place was ilikuwa cold, a cold place. So the kids should wear this on this day, at this time of the day they should not be wearing this. The orientation was in that time of orientation, that's when you see what things are getting hard here. Like like for real, it's getting harder. You are told when you are scrubbing the house, you should dress this, you do this. Here is how you should cook food. If you the food, hey, now you know you're used to cooking your home things and stuff and using firewood and everything, and there somebody tells you, okay, you'll be using charcoal or something or gas or whatever it is, but now this is how the food should be cooked. Now you are learning, like you're learning. The washroom should be scrubbed daily, I don't know what, and the stuff. And then remember at home we use they are called latrines, latrine toilet. So we don't do the flush, the water flush and everything. So the orientation was done, and then guys, the waking up time, it was supposed to be like 5 a.m. I remember I was waking up at 5 a.m. So the daily routine was like 5 a.m. you have to wake up. After waking up, you have to make sure breakfast is ready. As for me, like mine was different because I did not used to cook for the owner of the family, like the one who had given me a job, because she was a early bird. Like I was just doing it for the kids and myself. So you have to wake up at 5, around 5:30, before the kids, before the kids goes. You have to prepare their breakfast before they wake up. Make sure you just prepare your things. If their clothes, you just need to soak them. If like there are those duties you are supposed to, by the time you are done that, the kids are already up. And in this life of mine, the kids were twins and they were young, like they are just small, I would say to 1.5 to 2 years. So when they wake up, you have to change their clothes, like change them, give them breakfast, and now start playing them, because with them you can't even do any job. But remember, you have to do dishes, you have to wash clothes, you have to wash the house, you have to do what. And then because they were twins, there was that, like walikuwa wanapenda kuchochana, like they chocha themselves. So one high away from them, they get lost, and then try catching up with them. One goes like this, the other one like, they just make your day the worst. So like you had to keep an eye on them. That means what? If you don't wake up early and the kids are up before you do anything, my friend, you'll not do your chores on time. And guess now what happens? The boss will come, and then they feel like you didn't do like. Okay, remember mimi sikuwa nimechanuka. Mimi nilikuwa nimetoka ushago na achana na, kuna vile some people say ati ubochi wangu alikuja akachanuliwa and then she started misbehaving. Me, I was me. Now I'm talking from me now. Talking as me, an innocent person, mtu mwenye hajainfluenciwa na mtu. So you'll come, anakuja kwa nyumba and then maybe anapata hujafanya, and then she goes like, oh, like they think you are hiding. There is that bit of it. Yeah, but trust you me, the hard work you had, take care of those kids here and there. They are fighting. You have to be there for them. And some extent, you don't even eat. Like you are, like you never settle down. And that was my life. So when it comes to cooking, you should cook what they want. Make a mistake and the food goes off. Like tuseme tu food iungue kidogo. I remember this day somebody tells me hiyo chakula ikiungua utaikula yote and give me food to eat. So imagine telling someone, and sometimes maybe it's not your fault. You are fighting, like you're cooking here, you have to make sure the house is okay, you have to make sure the kids are fine and everything, like you are all over. So some things are mistakes, and then make sure, like with all those things you're doing, the food should be ready by 6:30. So there is no time you'll say, let me concentrate with cooking first, the rest will wait. There's nothing like that. Like my life as a house help, I felt like every time I was on the move, like even sitting down watching a TV, I felt like what I'm doing, it's a mistake. Like you never settle, you never, like you are just on the move, you don't know the next move that person will make. Yeah, I understand they are good bosses, but this is my story. Like you are never settled. So I remember this day I worked and worked and worked. What? I don't know what was happening, because that day I was all standing the whole day. And then I was in the kitchen. The kitchen, I think, was too hot. Today we were cooking chapatis and what. I think we had guests who were coming. Hey, guess what? After we are done, Lillian. Okay, it was raining outside. I felt like something, like I need to faint, I need to rest, so I felt like I should go out. When I went outside, it's raining. I can't stand there. So like, but I'm feeling bad. So in the process of coming to the house, I fainted. I don't understand. I don't know if I had overworked. I don't know if the heat that had, like, was too much on me, but yeah, it happened. And for the first time I did not wake up the next day around 5:30. I think my boss was good, because she understood I was unwell. So those were the issues. Those are the issues. And from that point, when I see a house help, for me, I always understand. And I've had one in my life, and I used to, like, I tried my level best to put myself in their shoes. If I find something is not done, at least I can connect to what I, because I had a baby, yeah. So I can connect. Angeosha nguo juu, maybe. Okay, some okay. You can understand some reasons. At least you can connect. Maybe the baby was like this, like this, like this. Yeah, I could connect with such. And when I say a house help, so they are just, those are a few issues that people go through. Sometimes you don't just feel like eating. You're just tired. Then your boss thinks, yeah, you don't like food. It's not because you don't like food. You are just like, what, you are tired. Even the comfort one gets when eating, you don't have it. Like, you feel like, because now people are eating, you just sit down eating, and you know you have to wash dishes. You go wash dishes first, and somebody will think maybe you don't want to eat, but it's your schedule is very tight. Yeah, very tight. And before you get into the life of these people, all before, like, you are parts, you are once a house help, you'll never understand how that work is. It's still demanding. It's very demanding, like just the normal jobs we do in offices. Yeah, and you are always, even the office ones, I think they are easy because sometimes we have rush this time, other times we don't have rush. But now for a house help, it's a daily thing. It's a daily thing. You have to do this, you have to do that, and some chores are repetitive. Like you have to repeat them on daily basis, on daily basis, on daily basis. So guys, I won't say it's an easy job. It's not an easy one, especially when you have kids. Wow, it's not easy. The laundry, the everything. You have to sort issues with kids. Kids are not eating well, you have to tell their mothers and everything. Like you have to keep updating. But now, that's the hard bit of it. But for me, uh, I felt like there was a positivity that came with me working as a househelp, because first thing first, I told myself I'll never want again and again to do this kind of job, and that made me like my next move, like after that meant that I'm not coming back here. Like I need to work hard and get a better thing to do in my life and stuff. And guys, that's what happens when you think about it. God comes through for you, and yeah, things change. Okay, despite the fact that I wasn't doing it because I lacked something to do, but for me it was a learning. It was a learning curve. Another thing for me, I trust you, me, everything I've known to cook in my life, like the cooking bits, so many things I've known, I knew them when I was a house help. The cooking, a lot of food, like for you to cook in such houses, somebody will have to show you, this is how you do pilau, this is how you do soft chapatis, this is how you do this is how you cook spaghetti, this is how you do this. And with time, guys, I knew a lot of things, so that's a plus for me. So like this way, this was a hard time kind of a thing. There is that positive thing that came out of it. Like for me, I felt like, yeah, despite that it's been a hard job, at least I know how to cook. Me, I didn't know how to cook pilau, I didn't know how to do I did a lot of things. I only knew how to do African foods alone, but the rest sikuwa najua. So from that, I learned a lot of things. And then something else, perseverance. Yeah, despite things being hard, like just have that art, like of persevering everything. So long as at the end of it you have something to gain from it. Like don't give up so easily, because for me, if it were like one thing, I knew my mom didn't want me to work for that job, my dad didn't know. So if at all I raised a alarm and said, things are not okay here, I think that I should have just gone home immediately. But you know what, I said, yeah, I gonna do this thing. So despite every hard thing, like hardships and everything, there is a positive thing that comes from it, and that's it for me. So for me, I learned that. And then forgiving easily, because trust you me, when you are house help, yeah, you'll be told some things. So imagine somebody telling you that if you cook that food badly, you will eat it, and then somebody comes and finds the kids crying, and they start like telling you, like, you're not taking care of my babies, you're not doing this. So if like you keep things in your heart and everything, I don't think you can forgive such people. So like that forgiving heart, big heart, like to accommodate a lot of things, and then you just let them go and then move on with life, that's a lesson I learned from there. So closing on this thing, guys, I know you have a house up in your house and everything, and for me, I prefer like treat them good, get to understand them, like get to their word. just take a day in and stay with them and see how things go there. Because for me, I know, for those who have kids, you have experienced being left with that kid for one day and you feel like you're tired. Like, I don't, Sundays when they are on off days, you feel so tired. Just imagine that person is with that baby the whole like week, 6 days, plus other jobs they do. I think they deserve a lot of respect. For me, that one thing I told myself, like, if one day God blesses me with a house help, I'll ensure I treat them good. And that's what I always do. So guys, that was my story. I don't know how you think about it. Isiwashtue sana. I did that job for like 5 months and this is where I am. So that was it for me today. Comment on the video and let me know what you think about the video. See you in my next video. Bye.